Hey guys, welcome to the Detail Corner. The other day when I was out, I saw a gentleman washing his wife's car. It was so sweet. He was taking a trash can as a bucket and filling it with water and then dumping it on the car. And then he filled said bucket again with water and then he poured dish soap in there. I know. And then he took his dish towel, dunked it in the bucket, and then wiped it on the paint of the car. Now, if you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, well, what's wrong with that? Then this video is for you. First of all, we need to have a serious talk about your wash process. Dish soap, while it's great at cleaning dishes, is not great for your car's paint, and over time will make your paint look dull. That dish towel that you're using is too rough for your paint. And as you clean, it's actually causing scratches and swirls in your paint. And if you continue to use this process, after time, your car will be clean, but it will no longer shine. And all of your hard work will go unnoticed. This video is how to clean your car without breaking the bank and keeping your car looking great. And you don't need any fancy equipment like a pressure washer or even a foam cannon. What you will need is some very basic items: a bucket, wash medium, spray bottle, drying towel, and a rinseless wash car soap. One of the many places you can find your rinseless wash is on Amazon.com. Just search for rinseless wash and it'll pull up many different ones to choose from. Any of the rinseless washes shown would be just fine, but for all intents and purposes of this video, since it is budget friendly, we're going to choose the Absolute since that will be the most cost effective. I also recommend getting the rinseless wash sponge. It's a sponge designed specifically for rinseless washes. This happens to be the one that I have, and I like it very much, but you don't have to get this specific one. There are many other options to choose from that are still very good. For the rest of our shopping list, we can head on over to Walmart. They have a 4-gallon bucket with a grit guard. You can probably find one of these at either Lowe's or Home Depot as well, but it is recommended above a trash can. They also have a smaller bucket here if you're looking for something a little more budget-friendly for just a few dollars. If you don't want to get a sponge, you can always pick up a package of fluffy towels. This is an inexpensive yet effective wheel and tire cleaner. You can pick this up or just use your rinseless wash. I also recommend adding some protection to your paint. These are some very good options that are very inexpensive just to boost some gloss and shine and keep your paint looking its best. Here are some drying towels that are very soft and very absorbent, and much safer for your paint than a bath towel. While you're at the store, you might see some of these. You're not going to want to buy those. Just keep walking. And if you don't have one, you're going to want to pick one of these up. You can get them at almost any store for just a few bucks. Or if you don't mind spending a little extra money, you can buy a kit that comes with everything all in one place. This kit comes with everything you need, and the quality of these products are just exceptional. Let's go ahead and take a look at the products that we're going to use and the techniques of how to use them. Here's our 4-gallon bucket, and it comes with a grit guard. This is used to trap dirt in the bottom of your bucket. Then we have our rinseless wash. We have our sprayer. You can also use a pump sprayer if you like, or if you have one just lying around, if you want to pick one up at the lawn and garden center. That is our sponge, and it's super soft. It's cut diagonally like that. Those make little grooves that work as fingers that pull and lift the dirt away from your paint as you clean. Or if you prefer, you can even use a wash mitt. This is a Chanel wash mitt made by Turtle Wax. I think I picked this up at Target for a few dollars. You can even use some plushy microfiber towels. These are our drying towels. They have a twisted loop, they're very absorbent, and they're very soft. And this is our protection that we're going to use. I'm going to use this wheel and tire cleaner, especially for the tires since they're extra dirty. First thing we're going to want to do is fill our bucket with water. I'm going to fill mine with warm water from the faucet because it's still a little bit cold outside, and I think warm water cleans better. Then I'm going to insert my grit guard. Just push it all the way down to the bottom. Then we're going to take our product and give it a good shake. We're going to use our cap as our measuring instrument. The instructions say to dilute the product 256 to 1. That ends up being about a half an ounce to 1 gallon. That cap is about half an ounce, more or less. Since we have about 3 gallons of water in our bucket, we're going to add 3 capfuls of the product. Then we're going to stir the product with our hand to make sure that we get it mixed in real well. Then put in your wash media, and you want to give it plenty of time to get saturated with the product. Now I'm going to fill up my sprayers. If you want to use a pump sprayer, you can, or you can just use a small hand sprayer. Whatever you have, just make sure that it's clean, whatever you're going to use. And you can definitely fill those up before you put your wash medians in there, but you just want to make sure you give your wash medians time to really absorb your rinseless wash. All right, let's take a look at our car that needs to be cleaned. It is a little dirty from all the rain that we've been getting, but it's not excessively just caked in mud. If your car is muddy, you're going to want to take it to maybe like a drive-through and just use their power washer to spray all that mud off. But if you have your car that's just lightly dirty like this type of wash is perfect for you. A couple of things to keep in mind before we get started. Number 1, try to work in a shaded area in the cool of the day. Number 2, work from top to bottom. Top being the cleanest part of the car, bottom will be the dirtiest part. Number 3, work in one section at a time. This will keep the product from drying out on your paint. So let's get started with the actual cleaning process. So first we're going to want to spray our product onto the paint, starting with the roof of the car. Either with your pump sprayer or your hand sprayer, spray the product liberally and let it dwell. Our rinseless wash is going to grab all that dirt and debris and emulsify it and pull it from your paint. Then you grab your sponge and we're going to wring it out, but not all the way, just until it's dripping. Then without putting any pressure, you're going to glide it in long strokes across your paint. Now for the drying. Just toss your towel gently on the paint, spread it out, and just pull it towards you. Just be very gentle, and you don't have to put any pressure. Now look at our squeaky clean roof. Then repeat the process panel by panel until your whole car is clean. If you're going to use a towel to clean your car, you want to wring it out just so it's dripping, and then you're going to want to fold it into 4s. Also, the wash process is going to be a little different in that while you're moving the towel along the paint, you're going to be rolling your wrist so that the towel is rolling off of the paint as you pull it down. Once the side of your towel is dirty, just flip it over to a clean side and use the same process until you've used all the sides of your towels. When you're done with your towel, you can wring it out and set it to a side to be washed. That way you're not reintroducing your dirty towel into your wash bucket. And just use the same method as well to clean your windshield and all your windows. Don't forget to clean your door jambs. You can use the same process as spraying on your product, wiping it clean with a towel. You can also use a spray wax here. That will just help you make it easier to clean next time. Even if you have bird droppings, just spray on the absolute and let it dwell. Then you can use your sponge to clean it off, and it's not going to scratch anything, and it will come right off. Notice how I have the sponge just sitting on top of the paint? I'm not pushing down really hard like that. You're just going to let it glide across there. You don't need to push hard because the sponge is going to pull that dirt off the paint. On to the wheel and tires. I like to save these for last when I'm doing a rinseless wash because I'm just going to use the same water that I have, and the wheels and tires are the dirtiest part of the car. I'm going to shake up my product really well and then spray on my wheel and tire cleaner and let it dwell for about 30 seconds. Then use a stiff brush to scrub your tires. Just be careful not to hit the rims. I'm going to use my Detail Factory tire scrubber because I love it, but you can use whatever tire scrubber that you have. Also use the wheel and tire cleaner to clean the rims, but if they're not that dirty, just use the rinseless wash. And you can use a detail brush to clean the rims, or if you have a wash mitt, you can use that. Or if you don't have any of those, you can still use your towel just to clean the rims. Once you have them clean, use your rinseless wash to spray off the chemicals, and then use another towel to wipe them clean. I like to spray on a protectant after I've cleaned my wheel. It helps to make them easier to clean next time. It also keeps them a little more glossy. After I've cleaned my whole car, I like to go over every area again with either bead maker or a spray wax just to make sure that I've covered everything and that there's no drips remaining. Not to mention, it adds UV protection from the sun and it makes your paint look just so glossy. And there you have it. We've cleaned our whole car, making it look beautiful and shiny without using a hose, without using any pressure washer, without using Dawn dish soap, and it looks amazing. The Absolute Rinseless Wash only cost about $19 for 32 ounces of product. If you only use 1.5 ounces per wash, that makes 21 washes per bottle. That's 90 cents a wash. That's a lot cheaper than going to the tunnel wash. And it's a lot nicer on your paint. Well, that's all for our video today. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing if you like detailing content like this. And if you have any detail tips, please leave them in the comments below. Until next time, have a good day.